Mr. Pomper, nice to meet you. Jason with the local radio station, WTOP. All right. Hey, we need to tell a tripod for you.
Story of my life.
Yeah, right? Okay, cool. No, I'll just go like this. It's fine. All right. All right, we're here with John Popper of Blues Traveler. I grew up with your stuff. You're the soundtrack of my life, man. Are you kidding me? But how big of a Keith Urban fan are you? I mean, God, he came on the scene a few years after you guys, but but he's been just as prolific. I mean.
His songwriting is great, and I can't wait to see him perform. You know, I'm very psyched. It's cool. He deserves this honor. It's pretty amazing.
As a fellow musician, though, I mean, not only can he write songs, but speak to his ability to play that darn guitar, man. He can shred.
Yes, he can shred. See, I always respect players a little more than singers, being a singer. But I'm also a player, and Keith, you got the goods.
You can do the harmonica, though. I don't know if he can.
No, but he doesn't need to with a guitar like that. Yeah, you don't need the harmonica. Screw that. You don't need that.
Exactly. I know you've kind of fielded a lot of these questions already, but in terms of the more advocacy side, why is it important to have this event here every year? And I guess every time there's a new administration coming in too, you don't want it to be sort of a backslide. So
True. You want to kind of make a case and try and get the word out as to why it's important that recording musicians have some way to make a living and be able to afford making recordings. And so this restructure kind of is, I think, the most important in that aspect. And also the reflection of producers being artists. I mean, that really would help the whole system. And this hasn't really been addressed since, for 40 years. I think it's kind of time we took another look at it.
Why do you think it took so long?
People are used to it. I don't know. We were talking about that all day, and maybe one aspect was things were so bad before that when they addressed it in like the 70s, they're like, okay, we've done it, we've improved it. But, the technology, of course, 40 years ago is nothing like it is now. No one had any expectation of that. And it's odd, like satellite radio actually does pay a royalty for performers. And it's only terrestrial radio that's been around that long that continues to do that. And I found out that very few countries still do that. That's an interesting thing. So I think that it's important to make that case every year.
All right, and final question real quick. What are you performing tonight? Are you doing the national anthem?
Yes. Yeah, I think I'm starting that. Yeah.
Doing that in the nation's capital, how was
exactly. That? See, I've done it in some interesting places, and this is definitely one of them. I'm excited.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.